Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the Smart English Podcast. I'm Mia, and I'm super excited to be here with you today.
And I'm Alex. It's great to be back too, Mia. How are you doing today?
I'm doing absolutely wonderfully, Alex. Thanks for asking. The sun is shining here, which always brightens my mood, you know. How about you? Are you having a good day so far?
I am, actually. It's been a pretty productive morning, and I just had a really nice cup of coffee, so feeling quite good and ready to dive into today's topic. Speaking of which, I was just thinking about how often we actually use English to describe the people around us in our daily lives.
That's such a perfect segue, Alex, because that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. Our topic is how to describe people in simple, natural English. It's such a fundamental skill, and honestly, you might not even realize how much you need it until you find yourself in a situation where you have to explain who someone is.
Absolutely. Think about it, Mia. We describe people all the time, often without even thinking about it. Maybe you're telling a friend about a new coworker you met, or you're trying to explain to someone what your family member is like, or perhaps you're simply sharing your first impressions of someone new you just encountered. It comes up in so many everyday conversations.
Exactly. So whether you're telling a story, making an introduction, or just explaining who you saw at the park, knowing how to describe people in natural English is incredibly useful. Today, we're going to help you build confidence in doing just that. We'll explore simple phrases for talking about both appearance and personality, step by step.
We'll make sure these are phrases you can start using immediately in your conversations, making your English sound more natural and fluent. So get ready to learn some really practical language.
All right, let's jump right into our main teaching section. We'll start with describing appearance, basically what someone looks like. What are some of the most common and simple ways to do this, Alex?
Okay, a very common and direct one is talking about height. You can simply say, he is tall or she is short. It's straightforward and everyone understands it. For example, if your friend asks, what does your new boss look like? You can start with, well, he is tall or she is quite short.
Yes, very simple and effective. And for hair, instead of saying he has long hair, you can also say things like she has short hair. You can also add more details like she has curly hair or he has straight brown hair. These phrases use has for possession of features.
That's right. And don't forget accessories or things they might wear regularly. If someone wears glasses, you can say he wears glasses or she wears a hat often. We use the verb wears for clothing items and accessories, which is a really useful verb to remember in these situations.
Great. So to recap for appearance, we have really practical phrases like he is tall or she is short, she has short hair or he has brown hair, and he wears glasses. These are fantastic starting points for describing what someone looks like. Now, let's move on to something a bit more nuanced, describing personality.
Personality. This is where we talk about how someone acts and what kind of person they are on the inside. It's super important for understanding and explaining people beyond just their looks. A great phrase to start with is, she is very friendly. This means she's nice, welcoming, and generally easy to approach and talk to.
That's a wonderful one. Everyone likes a friendly person. On the other end of the spectrum, you might describe someone by saying, he is quiet. This means he doesn't talk much, maybe he's a bit reserved or shy. It's a simple, non-judgmental way to describe someone's communication style.
Exactly. And another excellent phrase, building on friendly, is she is easy to talk to. This implies a few things. She's probably friendly, a good listener, and makes you feel comfortable speaking with her. It's a very positive way to describe someone's social nature.
I love that one. Easy to talk to. It's so natural. So for personality, we've got she is very friendly, he is quiet, and she is easy to talk to. These are really clear and useful for everyday conversations.
They really are. Now, what about when you want to talk about people you know well, like a friend or a coworker? You can combine these ideas and add a bit more specific detail.
That's a great point. For a friend, you might say something like, "My friend is very kind." Kind describes someone who is thoughtful, generous, and always tries to help others. It's a very positive personality trait.
Yes, kind is wonderful. And for someone you work with, you could say, my coworker is helpful. This means they often assist others, they're cooperative, and they're usually happy to lend a hand. These phrases are super direct and useful for everyday work or social interactions.
These examples are perfect for our listeners. They're simple, natural, and can be used immediately. Now, before we wrap up today's episode, we wanted to share just a few more useful vocabulary words that can help you expand your descriptions of people.
Great idea, Mia. These are slightly more advanced, but still very common and useful. First up, we have the word polite. If someone is polite, it means they have good manners, are respectful, and act in a civil way. For example, he's always very polite to everyone, always saying please and thank you.
Next, we have confident. A confident person believes in themselves, their abilities, and isn't shy or hesitant. They usually speak clearly and stand tall. For example, she's a very confident speaker. She never seems nervous when presenting.
Then there's patient. Someone who is patient can wait calmly without getting annoyed or frustrated, even when things are difficult or take a long time. For instance, my English teacher is so patient when explaining difficult grammar, even if I don't understand it right away.
And finally, a very popular one, outgoing. An outgoing person is very social, enjoys meeting new people, and is usually energetic and friendly in social situations. You could say, he's quite outgoing. He loves going to parties and making new friends wherever he goes.
Those are excellent additions to your vocabulary for describing people.
And that brings us to the end of today's episode of the Smart English Podcast.
We really hope you found these simple phrases and tips helpful for describing people in natural English. Practice using them in your daily conversations.
If you enjoyed this lesson and learned something new, please don't forget to subscribe to the Smart English Podcast here on YouTube, give this video a big thumbs up, and share it with a friend who is also learning English.
Your support really means the world to us and helps us create more free, helpful lessons just for you. Thanks so much for listening, everyone.
We'll be back soon with another exciting topic. See you next time.
Bye for now.